Today's class is regarding the functions. We have already discussed in the previous classes about functional English, that what is functional English and what is the purpose of this in our class. Starting today's class, our outcomes for this class are that are to develop contextual vocabulary understanding and using synonyms and antonyms effectively. Then interpret and apply idioms in communication and identify and apply word classes in sentences. That are our objectives or the learning outcomes for this class. So going toward the first outcome or the objective, that is vocabulary, and our topic is that what is vocabulary and how to gain it, how to develop it. Vocabulary is actually the meaning plus usage as well as the context. Actually, words जो होते हैं they don't carry meanings in solitude. What is the meaning of a word and its usage? Like if you want to learn a word, learn its meanings, learn its origin. We don't need to just take things for granted or just memorize its meaning, but we have to use it properly in a proper context. जब तक आप उसका यूज नहीं करेंगे, it means that the word is not clear, because words don't carry meaning alone. Rather, they carry the whole culture. They carry societal meanings with themselves. For example, we have a word fine. Now we have this word fine. For it, what we do is fine in a simple sense. We can say that fine means okay. But if you are using a soft tone, in a soft tone, you would say that everything is okay. But if you say in a harsh tone, the same fine in a harsh tone, it will not uh, convey the meaning of fine, that convey the meaning of okay, but it would be rather understood as an anger or disagreement. So it means that the whatever the words are there, they don't carry meaning alone. Rather, they have to take the context. They had to take the sometimes the social linguistic meaning with themselves. So in isolation, words के जो meaning है that are not clear and that are not correct all the time. So for enhancing vocabulary, we must use the words in a proper usage. We must use the words in their context. After then, and its meaning would be clear. Okay, and next we have that words can, as we have discussed in the previous slide, that words carry meanings. Words don't carry meanings, but the situation or the context is the main theme for it, where the meanings can be understood. So words change meanings based on the situation. For example, run. Run is a word, and its meaning are you can say that its meanings are in terms of phrase, business, and machine. So it has different meanings. Like different meanings could be interpreted according to the situation, according to the context that where we are using it. So the context will help to avoid misunderstanding. The context will help you to get to interpret the real meaning. The context will help you to get the speaker's intending meanings. From there we can easily get the speaker intending meanings, the meanings that the speaker wants to communicate. So this will help to have an effective communication. For that we have a single word. A single word can have different meanings. For example, we have an example for that, that is the word bank. BANK. So for bank, I would just say that I deposited money in the bank. अभी ये जो सेंटेंस है, for that, what is the interpretation for it? Like using the common sense, everyone would get it that the money is being deposited in the bank that is a financial institution. Like the bank has two meanings. The first one is a financial institution, and the second is the bank beside the river or the bank of a river. So, what the thing is that whenever the speaker is using it, the speaker uses the words. So, according to the context, we get the meaning that what is the speaker intended meaning, or to which bank the speaker is referring. So according to that context, we can get easily the meaning. And the first one, as I have mentioned, that I deposited money in the bank, that is a financial institution. He sat by the river bank. So it is again, it is the edge of a river. It is river, the bank of a river. He sat there. वो वहाँ बैठा है. So the same words can have different meanings. But how we should know that which meaning is correct? That would be easily understood by the context that where we are using it. Clear? Then, and the next step is for enhancing vocabulary, we have to use the words in sentences, not isolation. As I have mentioned earlier, that whatever the words are, so learning them is not just memorizing them, but to learn a word is to use it in a sentence, because unless and until you don't use it in a sentence in a context, you won't be able to get the clear meaning of the word, and you won't be able to use that word. Like, meaning is not enough, but you have to learn and use those words in proper sentences. That would help you to enhance your vocabulary, and that word would be then even that word would become a part and parcel of your body, of your memory, after using that word. Then we have formal word families, and for memorizing again, memorizing that word, you have to be familiarized with the word families. Like, you must know the families of these words. What is family? Like, we have a single word, that is act. Then it has different derivations, it has different reflections. So उन वो सारी ये जो हैं इनको हम क्या करेंगे? We must understand them. We must understand and memorize all these families, all these derivations. That, for example, a single word act, act, has a single meaning. Then what would we do is, a single word has a single meaning, that is act, and later on, if we add a suffix, that is ion, action what would it do? Is its category would be changed, its family would be changed. Then we have again active. Active is now an adjective. In the first pair, when we were using act as a word, it was a verb. Later on, it changed into an action. Then action is a noun. Then active. Active is what? Active is adjective. So this will help to memorize, to enhance more vocabulary with a smart trick. Because if you learn a single word, that is, as I mentioned it, that is act. So with the help of this single word, you can learn more words from the same root word. Clear? Then we have to another step is to practice collocations. अभी collocations क्या है? Collocations are actually the words that are always used in a pair, or used many times, or used habitually. So that is collocation. Like, we have to practice collocation. Collocation can the most repeating words that are used all the time by many speakers. Then we have an example for that. That is like, we use heavy rain, we use bus stop, we use speak clearly, we use very happy. These are collocations. So we must memorize collocations, and it will help to enhance our vocabulary. Another trick for that, or another, you can say that instructions for that, is to read daily. And you have to read on daily basis. That is, that may be articles, that may be books. but we need to read on daily basis. It will help us to enhance our vocabulary. Okay, another topic is again synonym, and it also helps us to enhance our vocabulary. वो words जिनकी मीनिंग सेम हो और मोस्टली नियर हो, those are called synonyms. Examples, you have read these synonyms in 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th classes. Synonyms are used here just to make you understand that synonyms can help you enhance your vocabulary. Like if we learn or memorize a single word, it must have synonyms. So their synonyms would help us to build our vocabulary. For that, we have a word that is happy. Its synonyms are joyful, content, or satisfied. और even we can use pleasure. So इसके different synonyms आ सकते हैं. Then it is also avoid to used sorry it is also used to avoid repetition and enrich writing. Why we use synonyms all the times or in the writings? Because we want to avoid repetition of the same words again and again, and we also want to enrich our writing to make it more attractive and appealing. For that we use synonyms. Then we have synonyms deeper understanding. Synonyms differ in tone and intensity. For example, we have a word that is slim and skinny. Formal versus informal usage matters. अच्छा, says that synonyms differ in tone and intensity. अभी synonyms तो हमने like we have created or we have divided the words in different categories as synonyms and antonyms. Synonyms हमने divide कर भी दिए हैं, but we have an example. Example is of a slim and a skinny. अभी दोनों की जो meaning है that is almost the same. Like slim bee, we can say that it is a fragile, it is a thin person, and skinny also contains the same meanings. यानी कमजोर, दोनों के same meanings आ रहे हैं. But it is totally different, dependent on the tone and the intensity of the speaker, that how he is using or how he is conveying the meanings. Slim, if we use for someone, if I say that he is slim, so ये भी इसके मीनिंग क्या हो सकते हैं या इंटरप्रिटेशन क्या है? दैट इज दैट द पर्सन इज थिन, फ्रेजाइल, या वो कमज़ोर है. एंड ऑल्सो द स्किनी, स्किनी अगेन कन्वेज द सेम मीनिंग्स, लेकिन स्लिम जो है उसको हम पॉजिटिव कनोटेशन में लेते हैं. यानी ये ऐसे है कि स्लिम यू कैन से दैट समवन हु इज हैंडसम, हु इज ऑलमोस्ट स्मार्ट, तो ये स्लिम में आ सकता है. स्किनी भी अभी नेगेटिव में उसको हम ले लेते हैं. लाइक द सोसाइटी इज इंटरप्रेटिंग द सेम वर्ड इन अ डिफरेंट सेंस, इन अ नेगेटिव सेंस, that you can call it very much thin or very much fragile. So the skinny cannot be a smart one. Slim can be the smart. So ये again इसमें difference आ जाता है in while using them in formal and informal usage. In formal and informal language, we have already discussed it, that formal language is क्या है? Formal language is the language that is used in offices, like in university, in classes. What we use a formal language. And informal language is the language that is used with your friends, with your peers. तो इसकी आप एग्जांपल, सिंपल एग्जांपल इफ यू कैन से इन आवर डेली लाइफ, वो ये है कि लाइक इन द क्लास वी ऑलवेज गिव रिस्पेक्ट टू आवर पीयर्स, आवर टीचर्स एंड आवर मेंबर्स. बट आउटसाइड द क्लास व्हाट वी डू इज हम एक दूसरे को ये भी कहते हैं कि यार ये करो, यार वो करो, आप उधर जाएं, आप इधर बैठें. But in formal language, we give some respect, and we need to be more polite and respectful. So ये difference है formal and informal language में. But why we are using it here in the synonym portion? Because synonyms are also divided on the basis of their usage. So कुछ वर्ड्स के जो synonyms हैं that are somehow based on the formal and informal use of language. Clear? Now antonyms. Again, this is the same and easy topic that you have already discussed, you have already learned. Antonyms, you must know that what are these. Synonym में ये था कि synonym में डायरेक्ट हमारे पास वर्ड हैं उनकी मीनिंग्स आ जाते हैं सेम मीनिंग्स, लेकिन एंटोनिम्स में ये अगेन अपोजिट मीनिंग्स होते हैं, लेकिन इसमें एक और एक्स्ट्रा चीज़ है दैट इज ग्रेडिंग्स। लाइक सिनोनिम में हमारे पास मीनिंग्स होते थे, उसके पॉजिटिव कनोटेशंस भी हैं और कुछ वर्ड्स के जो मीनिंग हैं उनमें जैसे हमने सिनोनिम की एग्जांपल दी है, फॉर दैट वी हैव positive connotation for one synonym and negative connotation for another synonym. But antonyms में क्या होते हैं? These are the words with opposite meanings and it also helps in the contrast or you can say the clarity, but they are further gradable and degradable. Gradable अभी कैसे होते हैं? इनमें steps हैं, hierarchy है, step wise इनको हम divide करते हैं that like first इसकी example लें, success is a word and its synonym is failure. Clear? अभी इसके आते हैं types में and coming to the gradable and non-gradable or complementary antonyms. अच्छा, gradable antonyms क्या होते हैं? Gradable antonyms or the antonyms that are based on some specific grade or a scale. अब ये grade या scale जो है वो that is not that much clear but that is mutually understood by the society. उसके according हम इनको divide करते हैं. For example, we have a word that is hot. अभी hot का antonym या hot का opposite क्या है? That is cold. इसको हमने एक स्केल पे लिया है कि या तो हॉट है या कोल्ड है। अभी हॉट इज वेरी मच हॉट या कोल्ड। हॉट में देखें अभी ग्रेड्स आ रहे हैं, लाइक वी टेक टी एंड वी से इट इज हॉट, इट इज वेरी मच हॉट, इट इज नॉर्मल। और फिर कोल्ड में हम क्या करते हैं? इट इज वेरी मच कोल्ड, इट इज कोल्ड। इसमें फिर ग्रेड्स आ रहे हैं बट ऑन अ स्केल हम इसको क्या करते हैं? हम इनको ये ग्राउंड पे कर देते हैं एक ही ग्रेड में कि हॉट है या कोल्ड होगा, या वेरी हॉट भी में भी आ सकता है, वेरी कोल्ड में भी आ सकता है। सो इसमें डिफरेंट ग्रेड्स आ सकते हैं हॉट एंड कोल्ड में। लेकिन आगे हमारे पास एक टाइप है इसकी दैट इज कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री नॉन ग्रेडेबल और कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री। इसमें क्या होता है? वी हैव अ वर्ड दैट इज डेड, इसका एंटोनिम क्या है? एंटोनिम इज अलाइव। सो अभी डेड में वेरी मच डेड या वेरी मच अलाइव हम नहीं कह सकते, बट दीज आर एब्सोल्यूट ऑपोजिट्स। लाइक दीज आर द बॉर्डर्स, या तो वो डेड होगा या अलाइव होगा। इसमें फिर क्या है? कंपेंसेशन नहीं है कि हम कह दें कि वेरी मच डेड और वेरी मच अलाइव। क्लियर?
No middle ground.
नो मिडल ग्राउंड्स। Then we have relational. Relational is somehow related to the relations. ये जो रिश्ते हैं हमारे उससे भी relate हो सकता है. Like we have a word that is buy and its opposite is sell. If you want to buy, the second person must sell it. जब तक वो सेल ना करे you cannot buy it. These are always opposite in relation to each other. Relational में वो adjectives सॉरी वो words भी आ सकते हैं antonyms like teacher and student, father and mother. These all antonyms come under the category of relational antonyms and it is again contextual. ये सारे जितने भी हमारे पास types हैं antonyms के gradable, complementary और relational, whatever is there, these are based on the context where you are using it. So according to the context we divide them in different categories. Clear? Now idioms are expressions from a society, from the speakers, and these are non-literal expressions, like those expressions whose meanings cannot be guessed word by word, यानी उनके आप मीनिंग जो है वो आप उसी सेंटेंस से ड्राइव नहीं कर सकते, because it will reflect the cultural and social understanding. म्यूचुअल अंडरस्टैंडिंग होती है, वही वहां से एक एक्सप्रेशन फाइनल होता है. सो दैट इज idiom. Now we have some examples of idioms. That is break the ice. Break the ice क्या है? It means to start a conversation. For example, we are in a class and I ask a question. All of the students remain the silence, and if I tell you that break the ice, so it would convey that you need to start. You need to start the conversation. Then spill the beans is, अभी ये देखें spill the beans. Spill की मीनिंग देखें, beans की मीनिंग देखें. I hope you know its meanings. Beans किसे कहते हैं? Spill the beans. That is a task for you. You have to check it in your dictionary, and it is majority of the times used for eating. फूड से है, किचन में भी यूज करते हैं. लोबिया. स्पिल द बीन्स यानी उनको आप डिवाइड करें, स्प्लिट देम, स्कैटर देम. लेकिन इसकी मीनिंग जो है दैट इज टोटली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम इट्स फ्रॉम द वर्ड्स. स्पिल द बीन्स की मीनिंग जो है वो डिफरेंट है अपने वर्ड से, अपने एक्सप्रेशन से. इसका मतलब है टू रिवील द सीक्रेट. रिवील मीन जाहिर करना, टू एक्सप्रेस द सीक्रेट. If I say that spill the beans, I would mean that just express the secret. क्लियर. इडियम्स में ये होता है जो एक्सप्रेशन है, जो एक्सप्रेशन या जो स्टेटमेंट है, ये फॉर एग्जांपल ये है ब्रेक द आइस है, उसकी मीनिंग उससे टोटली डिफरेंट होते हैं. यानी वी कैन नॉट कन्वे और वी कैन नॉट evaluate or we cannot express the meanings or take the meanings from the basic expressions, from the basic words. but ये क्या है? that is mutually understood by the society. उसके अकॉर्डिंग हम इनको करते हैं. The last one is under the weather. If I say that I'm under the weather, what would it mean? Under the weather इसका मतलब ये होगा कि I'm feeling sick. अभी ये ज़रूरी नहीं है कि मैं weather के अंदर हूँ, या like I'm in the room now. but if I say I'm under the weather, it means that I'm feeling sick. मैं बीमार हूँ. ब्रेक द आइस लिटरल मीनिंग में आप इसको नहीं लेके जाएंगे कि आप वहां पे आइस को ब्रेक आउट करेंगे. ब्रेक द आइस मीन्स टू स्टार्ट कन्वर्सेशन, बातचीत स्टार्ट करें आप. क्लियर. लास्ट वन इसका है importance. That is, it improves your listening and speaking skills. Like if you use idioms in your speaking skills, it will have a very effective, it would be more effective, and it will have a pleasing effect, also an appealing effect for the audience as well. Then we have word classes overview. वर्ड क्लासेस क्या है? वर्ड क्लासेस में हमारे पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच सारे आते हैं. इसका हम एक ओवरव्यू ले लेते हैं जल्दी से. Noun is, you know that, and we also have discussed in our classes that what is noun, verb, adjective, verb. ये पार्ट्स ऑफ स्पीच हमने वहाँ पे डिस्कस भी किए हैं, बट जस्ट वी आर गिविंग इट एन ओवरव्यू. Noun is naming words, verb is actions, adjective describes something, adverb modifies